What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Audrey here with CBCAnetwork.com. Welcome back. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Hit a like for the YouTube algorithm. It helps our content get out to a wider audience. On this channel, we talk about helping entrepreneurs and business owners learn the steps to get access to capital using a simple 5-step process. So welcome. Thank you for being here. And we're going to get into it real soon. So thank you for being here. Like I said, if you have not yet, take a little bit of time out, hit subscribe. And, if you like this kind of content, talking about business funding, personal credit, how to get access to business vehicle loans, things of that nature, definitely, feel free to subscribe to the channel and hit a like for the YouTube algorithm. Switched it up a little bit again tonight, man. We brought the lights back. Just wanted to kind of switch up the vibes a little bit. Hopefully y'all digging it. As you guys come into the chat, let me know where you tapping in from. Let me know exactly where you chiming in from. Again, like I said, I'm right here located in the Carolinas, North Kakalaki. So yeah, man, we're going to get into it tonight. Tonight, we're going to be talking about how to actually fill out a business loan application, okay? A lot of entrepreneurs and business owners, they build the business profile, they do the listings, we form the business, we get the LLC, the operating agreement, all of the paperwork. But when it comes to actually going in the bank and filling out a loan application, that's where some of us, not all, some of us do kind of fumble a little bit. So tonight, what I want to do is I want to kind of just break down a business loan application and kind of just give you my thoughts on what you need to be thinking about as you're going about filling out the application. All right, so if you want to learn how to fill out a business application and how to get more funding, definitely stay tuned and tap in tonight. Let's see, what do we got? Who we got? Got my guy Black August, Florida in the building. What part of Florida, fam? I'm curious, man. Where you tapping in from? Florida? Florida's in the building. Appreciate you tapping in. What's going on, Queens, New York? Yvonne, appreciate you always supporting and showing love. Appreciate it. All right, we got ATL. What's going on? Atlanta. Atlanta always repping, man. Appreciate the love all the way from Georgia. Who else we got? Texas in the building. What's going on, Eric? Appreciate your support. Appreciate you holding it down, man. Texas in the building. Make sure y'all share this out. Make sure y'all hit a like for the YouTube algorithm, man. It helps our content kind of get out to a wide audience. So yeah, man, as y'all come in, let me know where y'all tapping in from. What's going on, Belinda? B-Ham in the building. Always repping Birmingham. I got to get down there to Birmingham soon, man. I'm looking at some real estate plays down that way, so I'll definitely be making a trip to Alabama real soon, man. And Willis says, Pennsylvania. Welcome. Everett Evans. What's going on, New Orleans? Nolans. What's up, baby? New Orleans. What's happening? Santana, repping the trade 4 as always. What's going on? Home of Texas Pete. Krispy Kreme and Hanes underwear. Carolinas, baby. You already know. Trey Folk in the building. Krispy Kreme. You better believe it, man. What's going on, Nasha? One of our online training students, man. Welcome. We just had our group coaching call today. Had a lot of great questions on there, man. So if you would like more access, if you would like to join our online coaching community, I'm going to post the actual link above. You can go and get more information. So here's what I'll do is I will put this up and you can get your free cheat sheet. And if you want to join the community, you can do the same. So I'll put that up. So we'll do this. We'll do it this way. We'll edit it. Whoops. All right. So make sure you tap in with us, man. We here for you. We do weekly online check-in calls. So we do that every week before we actually go live on this platform. We have weekly coaching calls. We do monthly group coaching calls. We have a student-only group chat as well. So if you would like more information on our online training program, just click the link below, and I'll make sure to put a link in the comments to it. Also, if you have not yet, make sure you get your free cheat sheet, your 80 Paydex cheat sheet. All you have to do is put your name and your email in and come right to your inbox. This cheat sheet has helped hundreds of entrepreneurs, if not thousands, get access to capital, build business credit in 60 days or less using our simple 5-step process. We talked about the process. We did a whole live stream series on step 1 through 5. We're going to be bringing that back top of the year. But if you need help, or if you need to get started building your business credit profiles, getting access to capital, how to find banks, what vendor accounts to open, all of that good stuff, make sure you get your 80paydescheatsheet.com so you can get access to your cheat sheet. Also, if you are looking for a community of like-minded individuals who are looking to get access to capital, please run, don't walk to our free Facebook group, right? Business Funding Made Easy, CBCA Network. So make sure you tap in with the group. I'm gonna start doing more live streams in there on Fridays. So we're gonna start doing live streams there every week. So if you have questions, or if you're just not getting it, or something's not clicking, make sure you come to the live streams in the free Facebook group. Those are more Q&A style. Those are not necessarily training like these are on the YouTube platform, but we get into Q&A here too as well. So make sure you head over to the Facebook group and join as well. What's going on, man? How was y'all week, man? I know we're gonna get into some good content tonight, man. It's interesting. It's interesting. I had a interesting moment today, right? So this is what happened. I'm going to the Bank of America, and as I'm getting ready to walk up to the front of the bank, someone stops their car, and at first I'm like, do I know this person? Do they know me? I'm looking, and he proceeds to shout out, man, keep dropping them business credit gems. I'm like, okay, yeah. I'm like, I still don't know who this person is, right? But it's just amazing how, in less than a year, I was just looking at my stats on YouTube, right? We got, almost 30 videos on the platform, did over 100,000 views, and impacted a lot of people, helped a lot of people get funding, helped a lot of people get started with building business credit. And so it's just amazing how, just making that decision has impacted you guys, other people in the city, right? Like I said, this was right here in the city of Charlotte, right? But there's always the ugly side, right? And so, that was that. I went to the bank, me and the guy, we chopped it up for a little bit. Ironically, they had us all waiting outside because they were full due to COVID protocol. So we had to wait outside. So we chopped it up a little bit, gave him some gems. He was just, happy to, I guess meet YouTuber, so to speak. But yeah, it was interesting because I didn't expect that, right? I didn't expect the for the reception from someone from the public to be that well received. So, I just appreciate all the love, man. Every time you guys come on the platform, you got to remember, I started this from scratch. So a lot of these first couple live streams, I was just talking to myself. So, yeah, so it's coming a long way, man. We still got a long way to go, man. So appreciate the good brother who chopped it up with me today, man. I forget your name, man, but if you're watching this on the replay, man, shout out to you. But here's the ugly side, right? So you guys know that if you're on my text list, I send you guys reminders that, we'll be going live every week. And, I sent out a reminder earlier today about 12:30-ish, 12:30 Eastern, right? And so I got a nasty reply. Someone put in all caps, take me off the GD list. And so it's just interesting, you got the good and you got the ugly, man. So I take it all with a grain of salt, definitely remove that disgruntled person off the text list. You can't please everybody. As an online content creator, man, that's one thing I had to come to the realization that, some people rock with you when it's beneficial, but when it's not beneficial, they out of here, man. So just as an entrepreneur to entrepreneur, because you got to remember, I don't just create content. I'm actually an entrepreneur. So I'm actually out hustling, bustling, building my business. So yeah, it's just a surreal day to get that kind of love, that strong of a reception, and then on the flip side, someone was basically saying, "F you, take me off your list." So it's just interesting. I take it all in stride, and I don't hold no grudges at all. Hopefully they'll come back around, man, when we blow this thing up and get to 1 million views, right? So, but yeah, so that's just that, and very interesting day, man. What else, man? Oh, before we even get rocking and rolling, let's see. Let's check in real quick with the chat. What's going on, Miss Detroit? Detroit is in the building. Birmingham in the building. What's going on, Miss Yvonne? What's happening? Tapping in from Vegas. Appreciate all the love. Kendall McCord, what's going on, man? What's happening? Appreciate you tapping in, brother. Rev, what's going on, Rev? We got to chop it up, man. I'm gonna put the link in the description, man. If you guys want to come on the platform, here's what I'm gonna ask you. If you do decide to hop in the live, if you could please just cam up, just put your camera on and make sure your lighting is appropriate. So just cam up and make sure your lighting is appropriate. All right, so we'll hop into it, man. I wanted to bring this up, man. I posted this in my story earlier, right? So American Express has actually teamed up with the Chamber of Commerce, United States Black Chamber of Commerce. And so I think this is pretty dope, man, because, you know, with the whole COVID situation, a lot of small businesses took hits. I was blessed to kind of make it through COVID. Didn't take a loss. Was able to get funding during COVID. All of the things we teach you guys to do, and these are things that I've actually done myself. So this is not, just theory that I just made up and kind of, just winging it, so to speak, just to, get a microphone and talk. But it's interesting that American Express has actually teamed up with the United States Chamber of Commerce, Black Chamber of Commerce, right? And so I was kind of checking out the program, man, and this actually rolled out in August, so this is not even like something new. But essentially, what they did was American Express says they have committed to providing access to capital and financial education to at least 250,000 Black-owned small and medium-sized businesses. But if you checked out my Instagram, I made a post. Most small businesses, most small and medium-sized businesses, typically, right, you got to be doing about 2 to 5 million to be considered no PG qualified. So I'm just interested because I want to see how this program works. So this is something I'm gonna be kind of taking a bigger look at. But it says they want to educate and give capital to 250,000 Black-owned small business and medium-sized businesses in the U.S. by 2024 as a part of this $1 billion action plan to enhance diverse representation and promote equal opportunities for colleagues, customers, and communities. So it sounds like right now what American Express is trying to do is they're trying to make a push to fund more small Black businesses. And it's, a great thing. I think it's a great, gesture. I think it's something that can work. I think, with folks like myself, you got, Credit Plug promoting credit. You got Noel Randall. You got a lot of African American entrepreneurs who are content creators. My man Dave Shands. You got a lot of people pushing business ownership, entrepreneurship. So it's just good to see that American Express is kind of putting their money where their mouth is and trying to invest in small businesses, right? And honestly, if you guys have kind of followed my journey a little bit, I like American Express. That's one of my favorite business credit cards and personal credit card processors, banks, so to speak. And they're not really necessarily a bank, they're more of a credit card processor. But I'll get into a little bit more because tonight we're going to be deep diving into how to actually apply for business funding with a bank loan, right? The application. But essentially says our approach to empowering Black-owned businesses is to drive sales and growth, which I 100% agree with. They're going to be providing marketing support and access to contracts to help all Black-owned businesses reach more customers and unlock more business opportunities. So I think that'll be dope because that's one thing I always preach to is you got to, you want to always be focused on revenue and, keeping your expenses in line, and when the time comes to apply for funding, use the funding to grow your business. Don't necessarily try to wing it. If you need to invest in coaching, mentorship, invest in, just financial literacy on your own. I've invested a lot in courses. I'm learning about stocks, crypto, things like that. You can never know too much about financial literacy. But it looks like the actual initiative is called American Express and the U.S. Black Chambers Incorporated are expanding by Black with the launch of the first national certification program exclusively for Black ownership designation. First created as a directory of Black-owned businesses, the no-cost digital platform now unlocks more ways for Black-owned businesses across the country to reach new customers and secure contracting opportunities. So they're basically coming out with a database for more, opportunities for Black-owned businesses to do business with each other and get in front of more customers, which I think is a great thing. Like I said, they're going to offer funding as well and provide tools and resources. So I'm definitely going to be, looking more into it. I'm going to join the database. I'm going to definitely, get you guys as much plugged in as possible with American Express. So we're reaching out. Our team's going to reach out and find out exactly how to get you guys into the database, what they're looking for as far as funding, and more. We'll probably do a part 2. We'll probably do a whole live stream just on this topic, man, because I think it's important. Entrepreneurs, Black businesses, a lot of times, they kind of, they're here today, gone tomorrow. And that's just not just Black-owned business. That's just small businesses, any business that does $500,000 or less. It can be a struggle. It can be a hard struggle for you to get customers and retain customers when you don't have access to the capital. And that's what this channel is all about. We trying to eliminate that barrier of getting access to funding. So, that's why we do the one-day master classes. That's why we do the live streams every week. That's why we're, now starting to do Facebook ads. We just want to get in front of as many people and spread the message that access to capital is a game changer for your business. Okay. So just keep that in mind. And then, I don't want to hold up too much, but it seems like they're going to be offering funding opportunities. So it says American Express is partnered with Axion Opportunity Fund, a leading nonprofit small business lender, on a new program to provide loans and other resources to underfunded small business owners in the U.S., including people of color, women, and immigrants. American Express is providing $40 million to Axion Opportunity Fund, the largest investment the nonprofit has received since its founding. So basically, American Express is putting up 40 mil. That's pretty dope. And then it says it's a correlation to back Black businesses. American Express established a coalition to back Black businesses, a first of its kind collaboration with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce Foundation and 4 major Black chambers, including the National Black Chamber of Commerce, National Business League, the U.S. Black Chambers Incorporated, and Walker's Legacy. So they basically teaming up with all of the big Black Chamber of Commerce, entities in the U.S. So that's pretty dope. I like the program. We'll have to see, how much capital they're giving. I wouldn't just put all my chips on American Express. I like American Express, but we like to spread this thing around. So we like to find banks that lend to small businesses that have programs for small businesses, right? I mean, we'll have to see what comes about because, American Express also bought out Cabbage. So they have business bank accounts now. They're kind of, we'll see. They're probably getting into the lending space for business banking, so to speak. So we'll just have to see. We'll have to see, man. But I like the direction that it's headed. I like it. I like it a lot. So we'll have to see. We'll touch base back top of the gear and let's recap on how Amex rolls out this program. But I definitely plan to get more information. So with that said, man, tonight we're gonna be talking about how to actually complete a business loan application, right? This is the part where a lot of entrepreneurs, business owners get stuck. Because here's the thing, right? When you're applying for a house or a car or even a credit card for your personal, it's pretty straightforward, right? How much do you make? How many do you get paid every week, every 2 weeks? You have tax returns. Do you have any type of financials, personal bank statements, pay stubs, um, bank statements, showing deposits uh, for them to kind of make a decision. Now credit cards are a little bit different beasts. You can state the income for for personal credit cards. But when it comes to business loans, there's different programs, right? And we talked about this, right? So remember, we're talking about this 5-step process, right? Step one, we're going to form the business. Step two, we're going to go ahead and set up our bank compliance, right? We want to be bank compliant. Step three, we want to list our business. And then step four, we want to actually start building small trade lines, right? And then step five, we want to reach out to small banks, local banks, and credit unions, right? And so if you're looking for a win for your business, and let's say you just started your business, right? Maybe you work a 9 to 5, you have some W-2s, and you're looking to get, the business off the ground, and you don't necessarily want a business credit card, right? So what do, right? You have banks that, with a business plan, you can go on Upwork and get someone to write you a business plan for SBA funding. Of course, I'm going to tell you to go to SCORE. I'm a volunteer with SCORE. I believe in SCORE. I believe in the program. I think it's one of the best resources we as business owners and entrepreneurs have for free, right? You can get a business plan with SCORE. You can get, help with funding, financials. You can get help with marketing. Any part of your business that you're struggling in, SCORE can help you, right? But here's the deal. When you're trying to get a business loan, right, there's different types, right? So there's commercial real estate loans, right, for business. Then there's also business term loans, right? Then there's business lines of credit, right? Those are revolving. So depending on what type of business you have, each tend to work better for different scenarios, right? Like a business term loan may be good for, let's say, if you're buying a building. Let's say if you're going to purchase a commercial building, and one part is going to be a warehouse for your Amazon store, and then the front part is going to be like a, you know, a, um, a retail space, right? Let's just hypothetically, then you're gonna have some offices in the back for yourself. You could purchase a building with a commercial term loan, right? Maybe a 30-year, 20-year. The SBA has the 504 program. So you could use a term loan for buying real estate. Typically that's the best way that I see where a business can use a term loan. But then you also have business lines of credit. Now, business line of credit is kind of works similar to a credit card, where the only difference is you don't have the swipe feature, right? So you don't have to necessarily swipe the business line of credit. You can just write a check and do a deal. Whether you're in real estate, if you're flipping houses, or if you're buying properties. Let's say if you're a Turo host and you want to, maybe pay up front for some of your maintenance on some of your vehicles, you can use a line of credit and then pay it back as you get the revenue in. Even like an Amazon store, let's say you want to pay for inventory, you can use the line of credit, right? You can just transfer the money right into your business bank account, right? Your expense account. So you have to kind of understand what you're asking the bank for, right? And then based on what you're asking for, it may require financials, it may not, right? So, like for instance, BB&T, now Truist. Let me get it right. Truist. What they do is, let's just say if you're applying for a business auto loan, if the vehicle is 50,000 or less, then they don't need the tax return bank statement. Sorry, sorry about that, family. So some banks will ask for docs, some will not. So you got different programs, right? There's different types, right? So one program is full doc, right? That's where they need 2 years tax returns, 2 years bank statements. They need every single, you know, any piece of data that you ever had on your business. Financials, they may want profit and loss statements, all of that good stuff, right? And then you have what's called low doc, right? The low docs mean they only want 1 year financials, 1 year bank statements, 1 year profit and loss. That's pretty much the sweet spot post COVID. After COVID, if you could show 1 year financials, even if you took a loss or took a hit, if you could show some financials and show that from one month to the next you're growing. I mean, excuse me, from 1 year to the next that your business is growing, or if 1 quarter to the next quarter you had significant growth in revenue. That's what banks really tend to feel comfortable lending to your business. And you have no doc, right? They don't need tax returns. They don't need bank statements. It's only going to be a handful of banks. If we're talking about 100 banks, maybe 9 out of 10, 9 to 13, 90%, 9% of them will probably do no doc lending, right? Most banks want to see at least 1 year financials, tax returns, bank statements. So with that being said, you have to go into the bank and kind of understand this so that you can ask the right questions. Okay. It's not enough for you to just go in and say, hey, I need a business loan. What do you need the loan for? Right? What's the purpose? And what I want to do, I'm gonna bring up Michigan State University has a pretty solid credit union. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of go over their application. And the reason being is because they have a program where they will lend to startups, right? So again, I would say if you're a startup and you're brand new, you don't have any revenue yet, right? Credit unions may be the route to take. Even here locally, True Lion Federal Credit Union, that's another, credit union that will give funding to startups. Okay. So they will do it based off of personal tax returns, personal income, things of that nature, right? When your business doesn't have business has pre-revenue, meaning that you have not made any sales. Business plan, a business plan would be ideal. Like I said, you can go to Fiverr, Upwork, find people pretty affordably that can make a business plan for you. Try to get one that's crafted around SBA funding, 7A business plan, because those business plans are more detailed. They're not super, super long. They're usually about 3, maybe 8 pages max. Because what you don't want to do is write a 30-page business plan. No banker is going to read that. Trust me. Yeah, they are not going to read it. They're not going to read that, family. So this is what you want to do. 3 to 5, maybe 8 pages max, right? Go ahead and fill that bad boy out, get it popping, because some banks will let you project your revenue. So you can say, hey, based on this business plan, we will do 20,000, 30,000 a month. And then they'll do the line based off of that. Usually they'll do 10 to 15%. That's why I like the business lines of credit. They're a little harder to get. They're probably the hardest type of business funding entity structure to get. But let's kind of break down this business loan application, right? And so if you look here, right, it says Michigan State's Federal Credit Union's mission is to provide superior service while assisting members and employees to achieve financial, all right, yada. So the opportunity to have a jump start on new entrepreneurial idea. So here it says Michigan State University Federal Credit Union is setting aside $250,000 in loans for individual businesses. Each granted startup loan will include individual loans up to $15,000, no application fee, no prepayment penalty, and 24/7 access. So these are term loans and they're also lines of credit. So depending on what you're applying for will probably determine how much you qualify for. But if you look, right, it says if you need help creating a business plan or have questions getting started, feel free to contact either the Lansing Economic Area Partnership. So if you're in Lansing, Michigan, you can reach out to the LEAP program, or your local Michigan Small Business Development Center, the SBDC. The SBDC is also affiliated with, you guessed it, SCORE, right? So that's why I'm a big proponent of SCORE, especially if you're watching this and you're just getting started. You don't really know what you need funding for. Are you going to fund inventory? Are you hiring staff? If you're a restaurant, are you looking to purchase a building? There's a myriad of things that you can use funding for. So, one thing I don't like to do is promote, funding as the end all be all, right? You still have to have a plan. We still got to be able to, show debt service, right? We got to be able to service the debt. If you have a 9 to 5 and you're working a job and you're watching this, that is going to be, a good asset. When you're self-employed, getting any type of funding becomes a lot harder when you can't show tax returns, W-2s, if you can't show, if everything is kind of on the Schedule C instead of a W-2, it's a lot harder to get funding, family. I'm gonna be honest with you. So W-2s help. If you're making significant revenue monthly, consider getting with Get Tax Facts. My homie Ola, she can help you get set up as an S corp. That's one thing I'm looking into doing in 2022, getting set up as an S corp, so you can pay yourself a salary and get pay stubs from your business. That's the game changer, right? When we're talking about filling out a loan application, you can fill out a loan application and you can show pay stubs from your business to your personal checking account, right? Especially if your relationship is with that same bank. If you have personal and business accounts with the same bank, and you can show that you have direct deposits and your business is bringing in deposits on a regular basis. That's the game changer, family. That's the game changer. So if you can do that, you in the driver's seat. But yeah, so shout out to Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. So you can reach out to the SBDC, and then it says the startup loan is only available to new businesses established in the previous 2 years in any area served by Michigan State University Federal Credit Union branch location within the state of Michigan. So if you're in the state of Michigan and you're watching this on a replay, you need to run. I mean, run, not walk to Michigan State Federal Credit Union University. All right, so here we go, right? So you can see the first thing off the bat, right? How much are you requesting? Now, here's my general rule. This is what I tell my students. Whether you're projecting your income or if you're stating the income, whatever the case may be, I would strongly recommend you don't go more than 2 times the gross monthly revenue. Okay, so if you say, hey, we're making 10K a month, if your business is doing 2K a month, $10,000 a month, you will want to get a line of credit for $20,000. If you're doing $30,000 a month, you can ask for a line for 60, 2 times whatever your gross monthly is. That's a good middle of the road. Middle of the road, you won't raise any red flags. If you filed taxes in 2020 and let's say your business did 150, and then now you're putting on the loan application that you made $3 million, the bank is they're gonna raise some eyebrows. So, and that's not to say that you can't do that. If you level up and you kind of invest in your business, you join a morning meetup, you get around entrepreneurs who think bigger. It's one thing that helped me level up and think a lot bigger, right? So you can get to the million, 3 million, right? But when we're talking about business funding, bank funding, filling out loan applications, 2 times whatever your monthly gross revenue is, that's what you want to ask for in a line of credit. So if you're applying for a line of credit, and let's say you bring it in $5,000 a month, ask for a $10,000 business line of credit. All right, so that's the first thing, right? So we see here on the application, it says total funds needed. So here, if we're making $5,000 a month, we're gonna put 10,000. If we're making 10,000 a month, we're gonna put 20,000, right? Then we want to put term of the loan requested. Now, what I like to do when I'm filling out an application for funding, in my mind, I'm asking myself, why are they asking this question? Because if I can figure out why they're asking me that question, I can formulate my answer to fit why they're asking me. Okay. Far too many times, we just go in the bank and hope and pray and wish and wing it. We got to get out of that. We got to really understand these applications, what the banks are looking for. And again, for those of you who came to the one-day business boot camp right back in November, you understand what the banks are looking for. You know how to fill out a business loan application, right? And so That's one thing that I always do is I always ask myself, why is this bank asking me for this information? And so what I would put here, I would just say term, I would say 3 years, right? How would the funds be used? I'm always going to put working capital, right? Because every business needs, in my personal opinion, access to 50,000 in working capital. That's just me personally. Some people may argue less, some people may argue more. Depending on the nature of your business, I personally think every entrepreneur and business owner should have access to 50,000 in funding, and for working capital, right? For hiring staff, buying inventory, paying yourself sometimes, leveling up. Marketing is a huge expense for business owners, or us as small businesses. Marketing, social media ads can be a great game changer. But just in general, I would say loan type. I would say line of credit here, right? And then applicant company. Of course, you're gonna put the name of your business, the company legal name, all the information, phone number, and then it says federal tax ID number, right? So you put your EIN there. Put your business address here, and then you can see they have business structure, right? And again, we have a certain way that when we setting up a LLC for funding, we like to set up a management slash funding company, right? So not necessarily a holding company, but a funding company. And we like to do single member LLC, right? Because that's the easiest way for a bank to make a lending decision. We got two, three people that's you know, general partnership LLC. Everybody's kind of third, and the third member. One person credit may not be good. The other two may have solid personal credit. They still want everyone's information. Somebody out of the three may not have filed taxes the previous year. So it could get tricky, family, when you have multiple business owners and you're trying to apply for funding. So with that being said, I like to set up a single member management company LLC, right? For those of you who came to the 1 day boot camp, you know how we like to set that up. So yeah, so here you just pick your structure, whatever structure you have, and it looks like they even do sole proprietor. So that's a rarity. That's why I love the credit unions, man. The credit unions, they're real flexible, right? If you can show some paperwork, if you can produce some docs, they're very, very flexible. You can get funding even when you have not made revenue, family. So let's keep that in mind, as we go about our business funding journey. Credit unions are great. Credit unions are always going to be top of the list for me. A lot of people reach out to us for the no doc options, and we do have relationships with no doc lenders, right? For our online coaching students, and people who work with us for funding. But here's the reality. The reality is always be ready to produce docs. When you can't produce docs, that makes bankers nervous. Bankers like to see financials. They like to see income statement, balance sheets. They like to see pay stubs, W-2s, all of that good stuff. So the more documents you can give a banker to even if they don't ask for it. Sometimes, even myself, right? Like I had a good conversation with a local bank today. They don't need docs. They don't need tax returns to do a line, but I'm still going to give them my profit and loss for the quarter, right? I'm still going to give them my W-2, my financials. I have the banking relationship with them, but I still like to show financials so it makes the decision that much easier, right? They don't have to think twice about it, right? It's just okay, you got this, you got that, you want this much in the line, boom, here you go, sir. So just keep that in mind, family. Let's move right along. So you're gonna put your federal EIN when they ask for federal tax ID, business structure, whatever structure you have. Let's see, state of organization. So that would be the state that you form the business in. For those of you that are in our online coaching program, you know that we have some different tactics that we like to do for foreign filings in different states. We got some states that we like to foreign file in for more funding. And then the type of business, right? Are you service based, wholesale, manufacturing? Typically, I like to have this managed. Excuse me, family. I like to have this management company be a service based, client based company. So that's that. And then primary contact, that will be your phone, that will be your name, email, phone number. Even they have, even where they have office phone, that's why I like to have a business line because it just looks more credible. They ask for it on most business applications. They're going to ask for the office number, the business number, some type of business line. So yeah, I personally like to have a business number separate from my cell phone or personal. You know, I definitely want to have that separation. Now, can you get a line from Verizon in the business name or AT&T? AT&T does, from my knowledge, does report the Experian. So yeah, you can use a cell phone in the business name as a business line. Just be careful, don't use the voice over IP option. So like Grasshopper, even I just got jammed up with Lowe's. The second time they denied me, each time is because my business phone number, they keep getting sniffed out as a voice over IP, and I'm using Freedom Voice, which has notoriously been great for being considered a landline. So I'm even considering getting a separate line in the business name with AT&T, who I have my personal line with. But all that to say, if they ask for a business office number, I would just have that ready to go. I wouldn't try to put your personal cell down as the business line. I wouldn't do that. Um, I wouldn't do that. That's just me personally. But it is what it is. If you want to roll the dice, you can roll the dice. And then right here where it says company ownership, right? So they want a list of all owners, partners, limited liability company members, and stockholders totaling 100% ownership. So this is what I was talking about earlier. When you have multiple owners and this is coming from like I said, this is from direct from my personal contact over at True Lion Federal Credit Union. They say it's harder when it's multiple business owners. When there's 2 and 3 and 4 business owners, it's harder to get funded. So that's why I said when we're setting up this management companies, for those of you who came to the one-day boot camp back in November, you know about this management company, how we like it to look, how we want it structured. And we really like to set it up as single member. Now, one thing to keep in mind, we talk a lot about no PG funding, but if you look to the right, you see it says Social Security number. So this is PG. You will PG any type of bank funding, right? Let's not get it twisted. Let's not get it messed up. I think right now PG is the way to go when you're looking for the best terms, right? When you're looking for the best terms, I always say go PG for sure. And then, like I said, 100% ownership ideal. If you're a startup and you got business partners, I'm not saying don't have business partners, but I would suggest maybe each one of you start your individual LLCs, and then LLCs can partner up too. So you can have 3 members each have their own LLC, and then you get 100,000, they get 100,000, you get the other person get 100,000. Now you got 300,000, and then you guys can partner, buy some real estate, invest in mobile homes, whatever you're trying to do, right? But just understand that they're going to want to see 100% ownership. So that's why I like to set up that management company as a single member LLC. Okay, only for funding purposes, right? We can get into some semantics on how to structure LLC later on. So again, so company ownership is important, right? You want to make sure it's 100%. And then here it says unsettled lawsuits, judgments, or disputes, right? So if you have business unsettled lawsuits, judgments, or disputes, you do want to list that out. Some banks overlook it. I've talked to a few bankers where, let's say you got a 6-year-old BK or 8-year-old bankruptcy, business or personal, they can kind of overlook that. Now, if it's 6 months to a year, 2 years, if it's fresh, we may have to consider some other routes, man. Maybe we get a credit partner. But Yeah. So, and then all the authorized signers, right? So that would be you if you're doing single member, or if you have business partners and you guys are part of the LLC together. Everybody would authorize signers here. And then professional services. And this is where I say, having relationships matter. You can put your CPA on the application. I don't know if that's good or bad, right? You could put an attorney if you have a law firm, right? We like Laughlin, what is it, Laughlin USA. I'll put a link in the description for Laughlin USA. That's who all my students use, who I personally use. You can reach out to Get Tax Facts as well. My homie Ola, I'll post her information up here as well. You can reach out to Get Tax Facts. My homie Ola O, she's the best. She's also a CPA and an attorney, so you could get with Get Tax Facts. She can help you out, right, as far as the legal side. But having relationships, right? Insurance, right? Insurance broker, insurance agency, and then it says, personal resume, copy your resume with 3 professional references. Again, um, relationships, and then business plan. Copy of your business plan. Again, like I said, you can reach out to SCORE. I love SCORE. I'm always going to promote SCORE as being your first free resource option for a business plan and just getting projected income for whatever type of business you're doing. We can take a look at what your sales are now, how you can grow your sales, and how you can project your sales, right? We have a whole worksheet where we map out how you can project your 1 year, 3 year, and 5 year sales, right? Because if you look at the application, that's what they're asking for. Provide 3 years of financial projections. So some banks will let you project the income. Okay. Now, nowhere on this application did they ask for any financial statements, tax returns, etc., etc. But that doesn't mean you don't need it. Because remember, when you're submitting the application, sometimes they just run it through and then they may come back and say what they need as far as docs to back up whatever income, right? Because if you look, this is for a startup. So this is specifically for startups, okay? Which means that you haven't made any revenue yet. So this is what I like about Michigan State Federal Credit Union, right? You know, they will actually um, do loans for startups, which is very hard to find. And so, just keep that in mind, family. We're gonna get into some Q&A, but that's how I would kind of think through a business loan application, right? And you can see this was only what is this? One, two, three. It's only one, two. It's only a 3-page application, which is great. Some bank loan applications, they want, your blood type, you sign over your firstborn, all that, the whole nine. So, so yeah, so family, just, that's how I would, kind of think through a business loan application. Oh man, we got my guy in the building, man. What up, Josh? What's going on? What's up, bro? Let's get our collab on. Get business credit. Yeah, man. Let's do it. Have a live this weekend. I'll do a plug. Yeah, hey, let's do it, Josh. Man, I'm gonna reach out to you, man. Matter of fact, man, hop in the chat, man. Let's go live, man. If you feel like it, hop in, man. We talking about how to file for a business loan, man. So definitely feel free to jump in, man. Like Josh Shea said, for sure, everyone should research and take note. Not one person's feedback or advice, but yeah, I agree. Formulate your opinion based off of multiple different excuse me, multiple different styles, input, opinions. Don't just go with one particular person who's um, kind of just promoting certain things. Always try to see through the facts and what's fiction. Great point, Josh. But man, if y'all got any questions about how to fill out business loans, man, I got some people backstage, man. We're gonna get into some Q&A. But if y'all got questions about anything, definitely yeah. All right, nah, it's all good, Josh, man. We got you, man. We're gonna definitely tap in for a live this weekend, bro. Yeah, man. First, yeah, they want everything, Josh. They want the blood type, the firstborn. They want it all, man. Some banks, not all banks. That's not every bank. So I mean, and that's the beauty of banks like True Lion, like Financial Resources Credit Union in New Jersey, like Michigan State Financial Credit Union, right, which we just reviewed their application. Credit unions are great for startups. You can project the income. Now, will you have to find 2 or 3 to maybe put 20K and get 60 in a group of line of credit? Yeah. But if you don't have any revenue, no financials, where can you really go and get a loan for your business? Outside of the credit unions, right? And a lot of the credit unions fall up under what's called a Community Development Financial Institution, CDFI. So I'm gonna actually do a video on that so you can I'm gonna break that down a little. But in the layman's terms, basically those community financial development institutions, self-help credit union is another one. They do commercial real estate loans. If you're looking to buy like multifamily, anything over 5 unit, anything over 4 unit, anything that's not single family. Self-help credit union here in North Carolina, they do commercial real estate loans. The credit unions are great for startups. That's my personal opinion. If you're a startup, if you're watching this and you maybe made less than 20,000, or if you haven't made any money yet, build a relationship with every single credit union that you can. That's just my personal opinion. And then as you start to make money, reach out to the top SBA lenders list, the Truists of the world, Bank of America, maybe, even your small regional banks, Key Bank, TD Bank. But start with the credit unions. If you're watching this and you haven't made any money in your business, or you're looking to get into Airbnb, Turo, all of the hot businesses, if you're looking to get into trucking, start with the credit unions. That would be my honest opinion. So here's what we're gonna do, family. We got my guy Lewis on the stream, so we're gonna bring it up. We're gonna get into some Q&A, man. My guy Lewis, what's going on, my brother?
What's up with you, man?
I can't call it, man. Living the dream, man. What's your thoughts on the applying for a business loan, man? Any personal firsthand experiences with this?
I'm still been. I just got my net 30s, added just recently. I ain't been with you for like 2 weeks or so. You know what I mean? So
okay, yeah. So you're a new subscriber, right on.
Yeah.
So let me ask you. So where are you now? Like, what do you have what step are you on? You step 1, step 2? Did you form the business? You got where you at now?
Yeah, business is formed, listed. S corp. I got the S corp. I ain't do the LLC. I did the S corp.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Okay. And I get so I applied for the I got 2 gas cards.
Nice. Which 2 gas cards did you get?
I got the Shell Fleet and the Fuel Man.
Yeah, Shell and Fuel Man. That's a good combo because Wex is Shell and then Fuel Man is Fleet Corps. So that reports to all 3 business bureaus. So that's good, and this is a brand new business. This is fresh.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got 2 gas. Wow. Okay. Salute, man. Dope. So 2 gas cards. Where are you at now? What's kind of where you what questions you got about getting funding that?
Well, I'm just listening. I want to see how it go. You know what I mean? I'm trying to build that Paydex up so so I can come and ask you some questions on how to get where I need to be. You know what I mean?
Right,
so I'm listening and absorbing, sucking up. You know what I mean? The info you got, this good info you got for the peoples. You know what I mean? Definitely grateful for you.
What area are you where you located now?
I'm up in Wisconsin.
So what I would say, man, is check out all the local credit unions in Wisconsin. Figure out which ones can do some funding for startups. Based on what type of business you want to start. Because, like I said, the application we just covered tonight, that was in Michigan, so it's like too far away. Yeah. I don't know how far is Michigan.
Michigan,
that's a little
3 states over: Illinois, Indiana, then Michigan.
Yeah, so that may not work out. But the thing I liked about Michigan State, and like I said, here in North Carolina, we got True Lion Federal Credit Union. I'm pretty sure Wisconsin they got. Are you near Milwaukee area or?
Yeah.
Okay. So they probably got credit unions in Milwaukee or around there. I know that's not too far from Chicago. So what you want to do is you want to get that top SBA lenders list, and then when you go to Google, type in top SBA lenders, Wisconsin, right? And then just call them up, have conversations, and just find out what programs they have. Because a lot of times where people run into problems is they try to rush right into application and applying. But you want to build that relationship. You want to figure out which move to make. Maybe you start off with a business credit card. Like I said, a lot of times I like to with a bank, like let's say BB&T or Chase. I may start off with the business credit card just to show that I can handle whatever they bring to me, and then maybe we could talk about line of credit or some other type of funding. But I would say definitely keep working. Once you get your paydex scores, tap in with us and let us know. Give us the update, man, for sure.
Absolutely. I'm here every week with you, man. From now on, trust and believe.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man, and appreciate the support, man. We here every week to help the people, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right, man. Take it easy. All right, man. So that's good. That's good info, man. Like I said, it's good to know you're touching the people, man. Because a lot of times, in the beginning, man, you may not feel as though your reach is as wide as it may well be, man. But I'm gonna bring my guy Rev up, man. What's happening, Rev? What it do?
What's going on, sir? What's going on, man?
Beautiful day in the life, man. How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm doing good, brother. You got my text earlier on. I see.
Yeah, man. I saw that.
Yes,
man.
sir.
You said
Yes, sir. After our last live, remember I told you I was waiting. Yeah. You told me go ahead and pull the trigger, man. Go ahead and apply for that Navy Fed. They gave me the max with the 25 grand. 25 grand, man.
Which one did you get? Did you get the cash rewards or which Navy?
Yes, cash rewards. Yeah, the Go Biz. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one, man. Oh, so they gave you the business credit card.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I actually got a rep on the phone, and she was because I'm collecting data points, and because I'm building mine's on the side too as well.
Yeah,
I heard you mention. Yeah.
You say that be mindful that Navy reports to Experian, bro. So that's it reports to Experian business. So that's a solid win for you, man.
Experience business. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, that's a solid win, man, for sure. I like that Navy card a lot,
man. So I'm like, what else? I heard everybody's talking about. The only one I don't have is two that I don't have that I haven't applied for yet. Is the Home Depot card.
Yeah.
I haven't applied for that one yet, and I haven't applied for the Sam's Club.
Okay.
So, but I have the Costco. So,
yeah, Costco to me, a lot of people kind of messed it up. Unfortunately, as far as the no PG option, that's what I'm hearing.
I spoke to the rep.
It may come back. Yeah, it may come back though. I don't think it's long term. I just think it's for the now. I think 6 months it'll be back.
Yeah.
But with that said, Sam's, still no PG for the time being. I don't foresee Sam's not being no PG. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the chat. Do y'all think Sam's is gonna ever be a PG? I don't think so. But yeah, if you got, Navy business, I remember you said you had the Costco. Costco, that's a city, so that reports to
so right now. So with City, with City, I have the Costco and I have the American Airlines.
Yeah,
City.
Yeah. That's a good setup.
Then I have the Navy Federal and I have the Chase Inc. Unlimited. Bank of America, they denied me for the credit card, but they gave me the auto loan.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I remember you said that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I guess they just pumping out them auto loans, man, because they got such good terms.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the demand went up for. I don't really know, man. Honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, we had one young lady, one student. She got approved for the auto loan. They denied her for the credit card too. I don't know what's going on with them, man.
Yeah.
It's like
it's a hit and a miss. So I spoke to that, because every application I do, I actually speak to a representative because I'm collecting data points.
Right.
So I don't know if I told you, I wrote my ebook
Nice.
I heard you mention earlier about Noel Randall. So she's one of my she was one of the people I follow too. And one of her quotes that stuck with me is, you learn, you do, and then you teach.
Absolutely.
So, I'm just doing like what you did, brother. I'm documenting my journey, my progress that I went from, we're talking about, this is a year, because I started my businesses in January. We're now in December, and I'm pushing close to 250 in funding.
Woo.
From zero. Just finding your content, because I first started with her. When she, and then I found your content. I got to tell you, brother, I don't think there's nobody out there that doing that 80 paydex strategy, brother.
Nah, so, I mean, and like I was saying earlier, man, it's crazy because, like I told you, I'm here in Charlotte, right? So I'm just going to the bank, chilling, making my rounds, deposits. Guy just pulled up, man. Keep dropping them business credit. Like, he literally rolled the rent down on me.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on at first. And then I could see he was sincere because he said it again. He was like, man, you keep dropping them business credit, Jim. So it's just like it's one of them things, like I said, man, you don't really understand your reach.
Exactly, man.
Like
exactly.
Honestly, man, it's crazy. I was looking at, YouTube, they see your stats on your channel and everything, and it was saying I had, 100,000 views, all of that. But it's crazy because the biggest viewed video was my second live stream ever.
Really?
The second one I ever did.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because that specific live, if you go back and watch it, I didn't want to do it. I was like, at the time, nobody was watching the channel. It wasn't like a following. I ain't had no subscriber. I was just doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, to coach, like you said, from there to now, helping, people like yourself tapping in. That's what you do it for, man.
Man, I'll tell you the truth, brother. I rock with you every week, man. You've encouraged me because I've always wanted to get into it. Since I've been following you and watching how you do your presentations and all that. I wrote the ebook. And the ebook is just basically the trials and the bumps that I've gone through. Trying it on my own, then finding your content and being like, man, I would have saved a lot of headache if I had done it this way, and that's all it is, man. The shortcut about, getting from point A to point B in the least amount of time. I started my YouTube channel too with you, and you encourage me every week, man. I go back and I look at all of your videos and, just consistency, brother. Consistency.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Because, even, like we had our group coaching call today. A lot of students finally got scores. So it's just good to see how everything come around. Because, at the time, when
right.
Not at the level where you wanted to be, in the beginning, you could kind of just be like, man, I ain't doing this. Screw it. But yeah, it's good to hear, man. And like I say, some people like yourself, even
man.
Talk to her. You remember I had her on the channel before. She's crushing it. She just got the Sam's Club, so I'm gonna have her back on the platform, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm working with her. But yeah, man, salute, man. I'm gonna actually I'm gonna tap in with Florida.
Yes, sir. And that's why I wanted to tap in with you, man. I don't think I'll fit the criteria of a student, but anywhere I could anywhere I could rock with you and help you out, brother, just let me know, man. I rock with you all the time.
Yeah, like I said, we're gonna I ask some other things I wanna I'm working on, man, and kind of put more content out. So I think we can lab on some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
No problem. That works. Yes, sir.
Give you some gems on your content too, man. So definitely, let's connect. Top of the year, man, because I got some ideas.
We will. Yeah. So I'm launching out. First of the year and everything. My wife's birthday is Christmas, so she's celebrating all month. So I'll be gone for the rest of the month, But January 1st, we're hitting the ground running, brother. So hey, man, let me encourage you, man. Don't let that text, even dampen your spirit for 1 minute, man.
It's just you're right. But it's just the reason why I brought up both is because I could have in the beginning not had any. I mean, in the beginning, I didn't have anything. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody was showing love, and I ain't had no haters or whatever. So you got to take it. It's part of the game.
Hey, it comes with it, man. Rain falls before the grass grows, brother. So
you go. But yeah,
Hey,
man,
man.
I don't see you.
Hey,
Man.
salute, brother. Just know that I'm rocking here with you, all right?
I appreciate you, Rev, man. Appreciate you.
Anytime, man. I'll see you next week.
Right. Yes, sir. Man, that's what's up, Rev, man. He almost 200 up, man. So this stuff works, family. It does work. You just have to work. It works if you work it. That's the easiest way I can explain it. So shout out to my guy, Rev. Definitely gonna be tapping in with his channel, man. We're gonna do some content, man. That's my guy, man. He rocked with me since the beginning, man, since we got back active. Anything in the chat, man. Who has questions, man? Let's go to the chat. My guy Josh said, everyone give a thumbs up, man. It just takes half a second. Yeah, man. I appreciate that, family. What up, Lambo? Drew, what's going on, my brother? Lambo. I gotta figure out when I can get into Lambo, Drew. I'll pay to just to crank it up, man. I just want to hop in, take a few photos for the gram, nothing crazy, just a couple photos for the gram. But appreciate you being in the building. He said I got Fleet Corp VP next week. Nice. Yeah, man. Let's do it. I'm definitely down, Josh. We just got to set it up, man. So just let me know your schedule, man. And when you go live, I got StreamYard, so we gotta, oops, that's a shameless plug. But yeah, man, we definitely gonna tap in. John, what's going on? Chi-Town in the building. What up? What up? What up? Yeah, man. Shout out to Rev, man. Rev is doing it. He's crushing it, man. That warms my heart, family. Because, like I said in the beginning, was kind of doing this with no viewers, no subscribers. So to come as far as we came, man, we only getting better. We only gonna get stronger as a community. So that's why I like to do these live streams. Tonight we talked about how to actually apply for a business loan. Don't be afraid to fill out an application and ask as many questions. One thing I do when I'm filling out a business loan, if I don't understand something's not right, I'm gonna try to get with the bank. If the banker's not helpful, maybe I'll reach out to another banker, right? But understanding what they're asking for before you submit the application is the biggest game changer, right? So just make sure you go back, watch this live tonight, and just understand, with every single checkbox on the application, ask yourself, why are they asking this question? What's the purpose of this? What's the reason for this question? Okay. So yeah, I would definitely say, man, go ahead. It's fourth quarter. We're going in the first quarter. My homie Josh said, "What's up, bro? Long time no see. How you doing? Soon, Arjun and I will collab." Yes, we will. Absolutely. Yeah, I think Sam's. Costco. It was just an influx, Josh. I don't know if it was necessarily people screwed up. I don't know if they screwed up the no PG for Costco. I think it's just an influx. Anytime banks get a lot of influx of applications, that's why I don't really name drop specific vendors or banks, because you don't want to have that influx, right? So anytime I'm promoting a bank, I have a relationship with them, and I gave firsthand data points. So yeah, that's my is my bet. Josh says, Sam's, I bet no PG will be gone in 6 months. It could be, man. You could be right. I mean, it's possible, man. It's very possible, because like you said, they get burned so many times to where it's like, all right, we got a PG, we got to get some kickback. So hopefully not, man. But it is very, very, very possible. My guy said definitely is the man, all the way legit. Yeah, Lambo. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in tonight. Let's see what's going on. Lambo Archer's a true-hearted person. That's why I reached out. Yeah, that's my guy, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate it, man. Let's see. Yvonne, what's up, family? Yvonne, you gotta come on the live stream, man. You gotta come on the live and tell your story, man. But real quick, she said, any alternatives to Funbox and Cabbage? Well, there actually is, Yvonne, because Amex, they offer business term loans and working capital. But I believe you have to have a personal Amex, or you have to have a relationship with them already. So like if you get the business Amex Gold card, right? If you get this card, and then let's say in a month or two, you should start seeing where they're offering you term loans. Amex does working capital, so you can get like 3 months. Basically, they give you like an advance on inventory. So let's say if your inventory is $5,000, they'll give you $5,000 with repayment terms of 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, something like that. But yeah, so Amex is a good alternative and they actually bought Cabbage. That's the crazy part. So that would be my suggestion, and then also PayPal, Yvonne. So PayPal is a great alternative to Funbox and Cabbage. But yeah, I think Amex pretty much bought Cabbage, so I don't even know if Cabbage even has if they even have any leverage anymore in the industry. Family Transport said, been in business since September, haven't made any revenue yet, but been doing the net 30s. So yeah, I would say start with, get about 4 to 5 trade lines on your business profile, and then reach out to local banks and credit unions. Family Transport. So don't get stuck with the net 30s. Open up the ones we told you to open up. Those are ones that you can get pretty easily in tier 1. You don't want to get too caught up with the net 30s. Just keep in mind, family, that you can get funding, like we said, without any revenue, right? You just need a business plan. You may want to show some financials. I always recommend showing W-2s or pay stub. If you got bank statements showing, deposits, use that to your leverage. But some banks will let you project revenue. Like we said, the Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. You got True Lion Federal Credit Union, Financial Resources Federal Credit Union, New Jersey. So there are credit unions that will work with you, right? Because they know that, not a lot of startups have options. So it's good to build relationships. I'm a big proponent of relationship banking. Credit Plug, it's my guy, it's my man. He talks about that a lot. Relationship. They want the relationship. So credit unions, they value that, right? That's why you have to become a member. Other bigger, larger financial institutions, you don't get that same feel, so to speak. I can't say that. Truist is great. Love Truist, BB&T. What my guy say, bro, you get the keys anytime you want to come to Denver. I'm setting up the YouTube. Hey, man, we can do it, bro. I'm all for it, man. Like I said, I'm just a part of the community, man. I appreciate Josh tapping in with me. So yeah, man, we definitely, whenever I'm in Denver, man, I'm gonna pull up on you, man. I'm gonna take your advice. I'm gonna pull up. Yes, indeed. Let's see, smart advice. Let's see, Transport said, I have A to B WEX, and I have sent the report into Experian, Equifax, Business, so I've been following the content and learning. But my question is, how can I figure out who's reporting? Yeah, so honestly, Family Transport, if you purchase the Experian, I think it's $189 for the year. If you purchase that subscription, you can see the actual account numbers, and so that can help. Dun & Bradstreet, Dunn's Manager, will show you your vendor accounts as they start to report. I'm going to actually post a spreadsheet in my free Facebook group. It's a spreadsheet that I created for my coaching students, but I'm going to post it in the free Facebook group. And it will actually help you track out your vendors, how much you spent, when you ordered the item, when they invoiced you, and when it reported to the bureaus. So that's kind of tough, man. It's going to be hard, in the beginning if you're not tracking it. So stay tuned, and I got you, Family T Transport. Big Sip said, I have 2 of my businesses and my personal address, but try Opus Virtual and they only have 1 address available. What should I do? You have other options. I'm not sure where you're located, Big Sip, But if you're in like if you're in like a state where that has Venture X, for example, Venture X is good. Um, who else we name? Regis. I would say try Regis, and then if you need a phone line, you can set up. I used to say Freedom Voice. I'm gonna say Ring Central. Ring Central is good. Or like I say, you can just get a separate business line from like AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile. They're pretty easy to get with not a lot of vendors reporting. But that's what I would do, Big Sip, is I would just vet the other locations around and maybe just come up with a game plan and set it up with one of those. But if you go by the Opus, the one that they have, and everything checks out, if it checks all the boxes, I would say just set up the Opus because you're gonna get the local phone number, the 1-800 number, and everything else. So that would be my advice, Big Sip. Siobhan said I got 17 report on business credit still denied by Navy Fed. Yeah, Navy Federal is gonna be a PG. So that's why I say, for those who came to the last one-day masterclass, we talked about how to structure your personal credit so that you get the automatic approvals. But, in theory, 680 is what most people recommend. Ideally, you want to be closer to about a 720. And we'll get into another live stream where we'll break down actually how your credit report should read. But relationship plays a role with Navy Federal too, Yvonne. Relationship. So pay attention to that as well. And you should have no problem. Oh yeah, City Credit Suite Group promoted City Costco from old app 10K apps in a week. They caught on. Yeah. It's just that's how it goes, man. When information gets out in the wrong hands, it can go left fast. Unfortunately, man. Yeah, that's a good point, Josh. My guy Santana says, "Salute, brother. You've truly been a blessing this year as I just started my business back in May. Hey, let's get it, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. But need Cabbage Amex account. Okay. Yeah, so I think Josh, yeah, you're right. You need a Cabbage, need an Amex account to get them. Oh man, so here's a plug. Josh said I can give 50% off Experience Business. Hey, there you go, family. So that's all about relationships, man. My guy Josh said he can get 50% off. So I'm gonna leave this up, man, for anybody who want to tap in. Make sure you get with Get Business Credit YouTube. My guy Josh, we definitely gonna be doing a collab soon. That's my guy, man. I appreciate him. Appreciate all the content he puts out. Appreciate him tapping in with me as well. So I think that's it, man. I don't see any other. Okay, we got one more. Family Transport said, how can you see who's reporting? Because I have something reporting to Equifax and Experian, but not Dunn's. And I have a Dunn's number. Yeah, family, I would say we just gonna have to get the Dunn's manager and just kind of figure out how much you spent with each vendor. That's why I don't recommend, getting a bunch of net 30s, maybe 4 or 5, get a handful, and then track them with the spreadsheet that I'll provide in the Facebook group. So I'll put it in the Facebook group for you guys. But yeah, man, definitely make sure you get with Josh, man, get that discount, man. But let's wait to get a discount. Yeah, all right, I'm with it, man. Let's do it. My guy Josh said he got solid answers. All right, man, I appreciate the love, family. I appreciate the love, man. Y'all definitely check out my guy Josh channel as well. Josh got the crazy intros too, man. I like that intro, man. This is Get Business Credit Channel. That's dope, man. I like that a lot, man. That's catchy, man. So me and Josh definitely gonna tap in for sure. He said, my guy said in Mississippi, of course, I should have put 2 and 2 together. The Opus in Mississippi already have businesses located there. I looked it up when you spoke about it in some earlier videos. Yeah, if that's the case, man, I would go with Regis Spaces. That's the easiest one. We got what up, man? What's going on, brother? Thought you was in for the night, man. What's the word?
Man, you can tell I just put the shirt on real quick.
Yeah, man, it's kind of crooked. It's all good,
yeah,
man.
It's crooked and messed up, so sorry about
cool,
that.
Man. I was telling the people I like your intro, man. How you do your sound like a radio person, or this is
that's a good friend of mine from back when I was a DJ like 20 years ago. He used to do Kiss FM for MTV and a couple other channels and stuff. And he's from Louisiana. His house literally got destroyed and stuff from like I think 4 or 5 months ago when the hurricane hit down there in Louisiana.
Gotcha.
So he's been I've sent him many things to do for me for other videos. But anyways, don't want to bore people. I literally just threw this shirt on real quick because I saw the questions coming in, and some of those questions, it's like, I got to answer some of these questions and stuff.
So, which one you want to start with, man? We can go back through, man. I know you had said something about the Sam's Club.
Yeah, we'll do that another day. But what I want to just kind of bring up, like, somebody's asking about the Experian. I didn't even have my head set up because I literally just threw this on just to jump on here real quick. So this is just kind of like a teaser and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So you guys just stay tuned. Me and Audrey we'll work it out in the next probably 72 to 100 hours or so. We'll have a live stream, and you know, two minds are better than one.
I agree.
So, you know, there's areas, you know, I know I'm the only YouTube channel endorsed by Experian Business.
Nice.
Not to brag, but I have to toot my own horn, you know, on that.
Let them know. Let them know, Josh.
But, you know, one of your viewers said about, and you brought it up too, about the Experian, about the account numbers. The only way you can see the account number, the last 4 digits. I'm sure you've seen in my videos, you know, they don't tell you. It's not like personal credit. It's like a mystery.
Yeah.
I have 2 accounts on my Experian, the premium account, that I still can't figure out who they are because they have XXXX as the last 4 digits.
Really?
So I'm thinking it probably is WEX, which is one of the shell card or whatever. But
nice.
I mean, you guys can see the stack here.
Okay.
I mean,
man, for sure.
So what I wanted to tell you guys is you guys just keep tuning in to Audrey here. Make sure, if you're not already subscribed, if this is your first time tuning into the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn all notifications on, because you don't want to miss the next couple of days when we do the collab together on both of our channels, but more importantly on this channel, because you're going to get 50% off. It's $189 for the Experian annual report, and it's unlimited for your business. So I will drop a link. I was going to do it in the chat, but I'm not. I think we need to wait. We need to let them. We need to let the hype build up a little bit. So
man, that's dope, man. I appreciate
it. So it'll be $94 for 1 year. And you get daily updates with Experian. And you divide that by 12. I mean, that's nothing. I mean, compared to anything else, you know. So between that and then Opus, you were talking about Opus. So I have so many people ask that same question that your viewer asked. There's only one location nearby. Well, Audrey, are you set up with Opus as far as, do you have your own landing page and everything?
Yeah, we do. We got connection with Opus. I like Opus.
Do you have your own landing page set up where they take off the first month for your viewers?
think so, but nah, we can.
We'll chop that up. But anyways, you guys just wait because we got things coming. But advice I give to that type of question, I get emails constantly about like, what if there's no location nearby me? So say they only have locations, saying Opus only has locations in Atlanta, Georgia, and you're say 2 hours away, but you're in Georgia. It's okay. You're not using that as like, you're not going there every single day, you know. So I've made like 3 different videos about how to pick the right address. You want to Google image the address to make sure it's not one of those mail stop like UPS stores, FedEx stores. You have to do your own research first, and I broke it down in like 3 different videos and stuff, you know, on how to do that. But we'll break that all down when we do our live. I just wanted to come on here and, you know, you're getting a lot of good questions, and I wish my live streams, I'll get, you know, anywhere from 30 to 100 on my live streams, but a lot of them are just like either dumb questions or the same question asked in a different way that's being repeated. But you're getting a lot of good questions, and I don't like to waste my time with stupid questions, if that makes any sense. You know,
our support, bro. Like I said, you tapped in with me on Facebook, man, and it's been all love. So appreciate you, and definitely, man, let's do it. I'm ready, man. So we can
and look here in my studio. That's why I have to move. But I got this huge vibe, same as Grant Cardone. It's an interactive. It's the same as Grant Cardone. Interactive. I can move it around. Soon I no longer will be in front of a computer. I'll be, you know, standing, like a meteorologist. But anyways, I don't want to bore your viewers.
Nah, man, you appreciate it, bro.
Send me a text when your stream's done with. But you guys stay tuned, because honestly, our 2 minds together can answer your questions 100% solid advice. You don't need to go anywhere else. Credit Plug's great and everything. He specializes in, I would say, more personal credit, but you know, like I said earlier, take all the advice. Don't just like one person's advice. Take several people's advice. That's a smart move. Take 3 or 4 YouTubers that are talking about the same exact topic, and you might get mixed, conflicting information, but I think out of 3 or 4, you're going to get the right answer in your gut or whatever, you know. If that makes any sense.
Nah, because you know, I subscribe to your channel. You know, I subscribe to other, you know, bigger channels, but I always try to, you know, me personally, a lot of my stuff comes from just experience, the firsthand.
Hands on.
That's why I always tell people, you know, whatever I'm telling you, you know, see for yourself. You know, a lot of times people like Rev that came on earlier, he talked about that 80 payday strategy. That's something that, you know, I developed, but it works. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of people don't really they don't follow it. How I lead
lazy people. Let's just be blunt. I mean, I don't want to hurt your viewers' feelings, but most of the people that get denied is because they're missing out on the 10% boring stuff that we talk about.
That's a fact.
They just want a quick approval, and like what you said earlier, before I came on. You said take a minute and think why they're asking this question on the business credit applications. Why are they asking that? And I'm going to steal that from you.
Nah, you got it, man.
But that's true, though. I mean, that's true, though. Is like, why are they asking that? Like I always tell people on my videos, go back and look at your Experian business. If you have that, if you have the paid report, go back and look and make sure even a space or the word street. All those are different variations, and that can affect because a lot of the applications are automated. They're not manually reviewed. So you want it to, like FleetCore, it goes directly through LexisNexis database. You know, that's how you get. I've made so many videos about about FleetCore's process. The only reason they haven't closed all my accounts because I don't use them. I have over 40,000 with them.
Nice.
It's because I'm promoting them. You know, I wouldn't advise anybody to go and get every brand gas card that they have because they have Speedway Superfleet, Fuel Man. You can if you can use it if you have a trucking company, but if you're a beauty salon and you just get all these different FleetCore cards, you're gonna get into hot water or something, just like a American Express jail or whatever. If you're just trying to get the trade line only and not use it, you know. Anyway, I don't want to get too deep into that. I think we will cover so much. It'll be exclusive for sure. But I appreciate the time, Audrey. Text me when this is over so we can connect and we'll make things happen. You guys just wait because I'll get the discount codes that you guys need. And I don't like doing coaching and stuff, but Audrey, I know you do coaching and stuff. I'm just overwhelmed with that. So that's what I'd like to have you on my channel for my viewers to, if they want to hire you for coaching, because I've been watching you silently in the dark for a couple months now.
Nah, man, I just appreciate you, taking notice and offering, the support, bro. It's much like I was saying earlier. When you started off, it's like you're talking to nobody, but you just kind of got to keep going and it'll just, grow to where it's at now. And, like people like yourself reaching out. So it's a beautiful thing to see, man. How far.
Well, you have a loyal base. I can tell that because usually on other channels, I can see a lot of people that I know that are subscribed. I don't know any of these people that are commenting. So for some reason, there's a market I think each other we can tap into.
I think so
to
too.
Benefit both of us, So
too, man. I definitely think so, man. Because we definitely, one thing I would say for your channel, you talk a lot about that business profile and me as well, because a lot of people skip that step. Like you said, laziness or just not really focused. But you got to do it. You got to build a profile. So, salute to you.
I get called boring and stuff, but I mean, look at my my Experian video. I got comments directly from Experian.
Dang.
Nobody else has that.
Nah, I don't got that. Right. But yeah, man, we definitely looking forward to it, bro. We definitely gonna collab, man.
Make it happen, and I've never gave out these codes and stuff, but I'm gonna do it on yours, and yours only exclusive.
I heard it here first, exclusive, man. Only on only on the platform, man. Well, I appreciate you, man. I know you gotta get back to the family, man. So
I'm gonna get back to family. It's hot here. I'm in the Philippines.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It's hot here, but anyways, text me after you get done, and then we'll go from there. Right? You guys all take care, and be sure to just give the thumbs up for this live stream, because after the live stream's over with, it still helps Audrey's channel get pushed out to a wider audience. So make sure you do that. It just takes a second, and if you're not already a subscriber, make sure you hit subscribe and all notification on his channel. You don't want to miss what's coming in the coming days.
Nah, man, I appreciate it, Josh, man. We'll definitely.
All right, man. Take care, Audrey. Text me. I put my number already, so shoot me a text. All right.
Sir, I got you, bro.
All right. See you guys later. Take care. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Dang, man. That's love right there, man. Like I said, my man Josh, man, good peoples, man. So we definitely gonna be rocking, doing some content, man. And like I said, man, like Josh said, don't always take what I say, take what Josh said, take what, Credit Plug, Noel, him 500, whatever people are saying, and then just kind of formulate your plan. Like we talked about tonight, how to apply for a business loan, Every line on the application. That's why I always like to go and have a conversation with the banker before I apply. Because if they give me the application, I can take time to read over it, ask questions about it. Like, Josh was saying, a lot of times people try to rush into funding. You don't want to play that game. You may get a few approvals that way, but overall, when you take time out to have conversations, build relationships, that's where you'll see you start to win. That's when you'll see your wins increase, and you can get that 250 like Rev, and you can be, in it for the long game, man. So, yeah, family, I love the engagement. I appreciate all the support. Make sure if you're watching this on the replay, you hit a like for the YouTube algorithm. Yvonne said, my experience is 92 and I still do not have a payday score. I got approved for Sam's Club, Capital on Tap, Capital One Spark, and 3 cars through BMW, CarMax, and BOA. Nav has not updated. Yvonne, I think we just got to figure out what trade lines to get you to that bump that paydex up. But if you got Sam's, you in the game. Capital on Tap is good too. I like Capital on Tap. They denied me for whatever reason, but we keep pushing. We don't let denial stop us. We don't shut it down. We don't fold. We just kind of figure it out and then we reapply. So I would say, Yvonne, shoot me an email so we can kind of see what your profile is looking like. I can see what you got set up. Because most of those were PG accounts. We probably just need to get you maybe the Uline, maybe set up a Uline, Quill, and then maybe NTB. Those are 3 that report to Dun & Brad. So if you're watching this or if you're still in the stream, I would say maybe set up Uline, NTB, and what was the other one? Quill. Those 3 should get you a payday. But I mean, you got the Sam, so you in the game for sure. But that would be my this is a great point, man. BMST, study those denial letters. Never throw them in the trash. I teach my students that. Do not throw the denial letters in the trash. Don't do that, family. Study it, read it, understand where they denied you, what was the reason, and then just fix that. That's the easiest way. That's free game. That's totally free. But yeah, man, K-Tech said it's going to be epic. Yeah, man. That's what we do on this channel, man. We do epic things. Young Vaughn said, love you, Josh. Yeah, man. Definitely, man. Absolutely. So, yeah, man. I try to do my thing, man. I try to just add value, that's what we're here for. But yeah, man, we're gonna wrap it up, man. We've been rocking for an hour and some change, man. I appreciate all the love, family. Let's see. Kevin said, thank you for all you do. I've come a long way in a short time. Yeah, bro. Kevin, man, I appreciate all your wins, man. Every time you post in the group chat, it's all love, bro. I appreciate it, man. And then like I said, it's one of the things where some people gonna love you, some people gonna hate it, man. It just is what it is, man. I'm never above criticism. I'm never above doing the work, as my man Anton Daniels would say. You got to do the work, family. We got to put we got to put the applications in. We got to go meet with the bankers. We got to have relationships. Nothing that I'm telling you is nothing that I don't do. Like I told you, I literally today talked to 2 branch managers. What do I always say? Your point of contact needs to be the branch manager or the vice president of business lending. So that's just what it is, family. You must have Uline, Quill, Arco, plus a personal line of credit for $30K through Wells. Yeah, Wells, I don't know if they report. I don't know. Now, if it's a personal line of credit, then of course it may not report to business. But if you have Quill, maybe let's add NTB and then let's put another order in with Uline. I would just have to see what you got set up, Yvonne. It would be really hard on the live to see it without, seeing what's on the profile. But yeah, man, like I said, we're going to wrap this thing up, family. As always, man, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Turn on your notifications. My man Josh told you it's going down. We're going to do the live. So I'm ready, so make sure y'all tap in so you can get that half off the Experian business. And hit the notification bell so you get access to all the live streams when we go live on the channel. And also make sure you hop in the free Facebook group, and make sure you jump in the free Facebook group. Business Funding Made Easy, CBCA Network, man. We got a lot of great content coming there. So that's that. Last question. So Big Sip says, how do you submit accounts that don't report? So you can set up Dun & Bradstreet credit signal, Big Sip. If you set up Dun & Brad credit signal, I think the cheapest plan they have is $39. I'll confirm that. But if you set up credit signal, then you have the ability to report vendor accounts. But they have to qualify for reporting, meaning they have to be eligible. Okay. So you just have to figure out which accounts you have that don't report that are eligible to report. But that's a Dun & Bradstreet will have to answer that question for you, Sip. Hopefully that helped my brother. But yeah, man, we're gonna get out of here, family. We're gonna wrap it up, man. I appreciate y'all all again for rocking with me every week, Wednesdays, 8 p.m. We'll be back next week with another live. If you're watching this after the new year, happy holidays. As always, man, we appreciate all the love, appreciate all the support. Again, this is Audrey with the CBCAnetwork.com signing off, and we'll see you guys on the next live stream. Stay tuned.